This one is on Cara Rogers, aka Cara Mia. When Natalie disappeared, this woman got a hold of me, and she's also the one that got me in contact with Danica Garner. Sorry, I got a booger itch in my nose. Cara Rogers, before the assault by the police in Boulder at the hospital, Cara Rogers had gotten me a hold of Danica Garner. She had also tried to help coordinate with Lana and Amanda and Evan Daka. That's Lana Ingline and Amanda Ingline. And Evan Daka and some other people in that group. We've had a lot of interactions. She was sending me stuff. I'm trying to get her help. And she's letting me know that people are threatening her life and threatening her child's life, including police officers. Imagine that. Her and Aaron Cockerham apparently had a lot of issues together too. They were apparently busy threatening each other's lives. They lived in the same area in Florida. Cara Rogers, she's the one who... Jaylynn, this is the victim's rights advocate for Broomfield, who refused to be my victim's rights advocate because I'm not a victim, because I'm not related to Natalie's family. Well, when she talked to me, I didn't have a way to record it. I didn't even know how. But Cara Rogers did. So she recorded that conversation with Jaylynn. The problem with that is that she recorded that call, but I don't have access to it now because Cara Rogers ran away and blocked me. Supposedly because she was afraid of being targeted, which I can believe. A lot of people were targeted by the general public. She got me a hold of Danica Garner. Danica Garner actually got me a hold of Shelley. Cara Rogers also had a bunch of drama going off in these Facebook groups. I needed her to hold on to that evidence and turn it in. But she never did. It was just drama for these drama groups. Then later on, when her son was having pictures of him with a noose around his neck, that's something that should have been reported to the police. She said the police wouldn't do anything about it. Later on, I was able to get a couple of interviews with her, and they are here on my YouTube still. She also had a man call me up and threaten me, which is completely not appropriate. Between telling the truth and having someone threaten me, that woman made the wrong decision. But her and Layla Johnson, aka Layla Doonan, aka Missy Johnson, they had an issue with each other. Both of them are complete drama hounds. Both of them are obviously severely mentally ill. Or severely something. They wanted to get involved in it, but then they didn't want to follow through. Cara Rogers bullshitted me a lot. Now, either she was being threatened or she wasn't. If she wasn't, and she lied to me, that's pretty messed up because I made a lot of decisions based on her safety and her son's safety. She also verified a lot of things that are pretty important. She verified in those videos on YouTube that I was telling the truth. When I had been assaulted and threatened and all that for quite a few days prior to being assaulted by Officer Lolatai, she was kind of sort of trying to help. And that day that I was assaulted by Lolatai, she actually had sent me some money. I want to say she sent me $50, $30, something like that. But the problem was, on that day, I had already been through a week of hell. And, God, that was a pain in the ass. So I've got a whole bunch of people texting me. And probably the first 6 months after Natalie disappeared, people wouldn't do anything but text. It was friggin' impossible to get anything done that way. Cara Rogers, she's not any different. She was just pretty much texting me. So the day that I went to St. John's to try to get Natalie's killer to come find me and bring his gun out and hopefully catch the son of a bitch, it's because I was overwhelmed by Karamia, Evan Daka, Amanda Engeline, Lana Engeline. There was like 6 people who were all texting me at once. I mean, I'm in an area where people are assaulting me over shit that I didn't do. And I'm trying to coordinate with some people to get some help, and these people are just fucking blasting me non-stop for about, I want to say about 3 or 4 hours. I just needed one person to stop and listen to understand what's going on. But instead, they've got their whole table talk thing going on. So they've already decided what needs to go on. None of them stopped to listen to me. Not even one of them. Amanda finally called me. She exited that group before calling me. I was like, you didn't have to leave the group. It would be nice if somebody who knew me could help coordinate. I didn't need you to leave the group. I needed you to not share where I was going because I didn't want the 2 friends that I was going to see to be at risk. I didn't trust anybody, and rightly so. But I was overwhelmed, and I needed their help, and I needed them to listen. There were things that Detectives Jai Rogers, Mark Peterson, and Detective Hyatt had asked for. And these officers also said that they would help me just to let them know and get a hold of them. But Cara Rogers, she pretty well just continued to play those head games. Detective Jai Rogers told me that she was in trouble a lot for credit card fraud and for things like that, for making fake Facebook GoFundMes and things like that. And Layla Johnson actually made up a fake wanted poster for her. Layla Johnson's not that bright, but she's also not a real person. Erin Cockerham was dealing with this woman too. She is off her damn rocker. But they weren't interested in the truth. They sent me into a severe panic attack in texting because they are taking so much stuff wrong. And please stop texting me. If I text you, it's because there's something going on and I need to talk to you. But if I've got 6 people texting me at once, each one of them telling me what they want me to do, and they're not telling me to do the same thing, they all got different ideas of what I should be doing. At that point in time, I just needed to have Natalie's killer brought to justice instead of being assaulted in Boulder, Colorado repeatedly. I suppose that's mostly just a ramble about her, but her safety at that point in time was a major concern for me. Turns out she was full of shit. Also, her and Layla Johnson having their own war together. Caramia won't come forward with evidence if I'm still friends with Layla Johnson, and Layla Johnson won't come forward with evidence if I'm still friends with Caramia. Meanwhile, I need the evidence from both of them. Ugh.